Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Omensight. In the last episode we went with Ratica. We showed the Emperor our Omensight from what we saw of him attacking Vera, and he said that Ratica had something to hide, and Ratica then destroyed the Amber core and ran away, pretty much. And then the end of the world happened. So we're going to go back this time, and we are off to knowingly kill the Emperor. This time, properly. This time. Not the way Ludimir did. The proper way this time, which is probably going to cause the place to collapse, and this way we might be able to get this redemption seal ability unlocked. So, back we go. You've already played part of the stage, you want to skip to a critical moment. I think that should take us where we want to go. So let's do that.
So it begins. Another chance to save Urralia.
Okay then, so everything is coming back in here. Everybody's going to the correct places. Draga is over in the Imperial Prison, not getting Ratica. Ludimir is going to be here. We're coming with Ratica. Well, Ludimir is going to die to the Emperor, unless that somehow changes, but he was already dead by the time we got there. And we're going with Ratica and killing
Looks like we have
who we need to. Yeah, we have a little bit of competition. So this should just be a tiny bit before the Emperor was here. So let's break this down. There should be a few enemies around here. And because we have Ratica, I'm going to use this skill, since that's very, very useful to us. It was fast, that was the point. The Fury's the big, massive thing, right? How are you going to get that over here? Go for the blue one. Just don't kill any of us. That'd be a thing. She's going to take forever. Let's just heavy attack this guy as much as we can. The guys with shields are just a pain. So we're just going to have to pretty much consistently heavy attack.
When we face Indrik, act quickly. He's evil, cruel, but worse, he's a good liar.
See, now in retrospect...
Saw what he did. No matter what, attack on sight, alright?
See, now in retrospect, she's like kind of prepping us so we don't listen to him. I don't really know. We're kind of a neutral. We're just trying to stop the end of the world. We don't really care too much about the rest of it. We're just, whoever ends up destroying the world, we need to stop. Pretty much. That's our, you know, ideal situation here. Right, was there only one guy? Last time there was two of you. Oh, I got a perfect block. Nice. I trying to kill you. Right. Let's just take these guys out as fast as we can, because these are the most trouble, because they have a ranged attack pretty much, and they teleport away. Not fun. Not the funnest enemy to go against. I'd still take them over the flying enemies though. Actually, to be fair, that's a lie. The flying enemies are annoying, but like, they're really easy to kill. Right, that's everybody done. Gonna just grab everything up here that we have. I think that's everything. Yep. Try this one again.
Vera and now Ludimir? Die, fiend!
Ludimir brought it on himself. As for the priestess, well, you would know more than I.
Ugh, stop it! I know your game. You have so many skeletons in your closet, you'd need an empire of closets just to fill them all!
You want to speak of skeletons, Rattiger. Your defiance has made Rodentia a graveyard.
So now it's our fault? You're a murderer and a coward, Indrik!
You, whoever you are, I will not forgive this aggression.
Good. Keep him busy. I have a plan.
It should be easy. Oh my god. Maybe not so easy. What if I can freeze time?
You are the Harbinger.
Oh, I need to just get out the way.
Feel the flames of Yarborough.
Oh no, don't do this to me. Don't, no.
Not the sharpest knife, are you?
Well, now my sword is though. Oh, crikey.
I will not go down so easily.
Right, I just need to wait for him to do his attack and then freeze time, but I froze time a bit too early that time, so that's pretty useless to us.
I can imagine the pain.
I don't want to die.
Few more hits.
Yeah, a few more hits and he's down, but I'm just worried about how we're doing this.
Yes, keep wasting your energy. There is no escape.
Right, we're very, very close. Come on.
Indrik's final performance. Let's not stay for his guards. They wouldn't understand.
Just Omensight everybody. So are we gonna not be able to claim his... Doesn't look like we'll be.
Friend. Sorry about the whole temple collapse situation. For all their bragging, it turns out Pagarians are lousy engineers. Don't worry, I can see out.
Oh good, yeah, basically we don't get to absorb his soul thing, which is a little upsetting.
Watch out! I don't think that helmet of yours will be enough.
I do not have the health to be able to do this right now, so I need to take my... Careful!
That wasn't a uh-oh. Here we go!
Yeah, come on, we can do it. I can also dash if I need to. And this is hopefully where we learn to do this redemption seal. Yes, good. A hidden gate locked by an ancient seal bearing the sigil of Rodentia. Comprehension surges in your mind. You have learned how to unlock redemption seals.
Did you just
No.
try not to open too many of our doors with that, please? Anyway, onwards!
Fine. I just learned how to open a seal that nobody knows how to open. So now if we go back with Draga, we're generally fine. We can go back and do that whole story and we can skip ahead to it actually, so we might try that.
I was worried when the temple fell, but look, the crypt's intact. Guess Yarbog still watches over this place. This is where it happened. In the vision you showed me, right? Wait a minute. Did you know we would end up here? Did you do it so I would lead you here? I never thought I'd hate silence so much. Look, you're here for some reason, but I told you Indrik killed Vera. You had your justice, so go! Shoo! Stop looking at me. You're always watching, but you can't see someone's nature, what drives them. What do you know anyway? You know, don't you? I've been a fool. Fine. I was here with Vera. She asked me to protect her while she was studying these stupid walls. And that's what I did. It was a big mistake, and...
Okay, so... looks like we're getting our story here.
You know what? It's your turn to get the silent treatment. You're so smart, you figure it out. You can't even begin to...
Okay, Radka was in the temple, in the crypt, with Vera while she was studying the scriptures. We've unlocked the secret passage that used by Attica to protected by a redemption seal. We can now unlock that. Yep. So we have unlocked redemption seals now, which is good. So that gives us a bunch more experience, which is really nice.
Ratika's confession. It raises new questions about the murder of the priestess. Questions that can only be answered by discovering where they escaped to. It may be a coincidence, but the Rodentian seal you and Draga saw at the vault is identical to the one Ratika unlocked in the temple.
I don't think that's a coincidence. I just think that's how it's been laid out. Basically, yeah, we've got all that investigation stuff. We have
take a look at what you have learned so
a
far.
few thousand experience, not going to be enough to level up. Very, very close though. Probably one more level or so, and then that'll be fine. And then we have a few things, so I'm not sure what we should go for. I think we're fine for the moment. Actually, we wanted to go for the blade, didn't we? So, halfway there. So, yeah, pretty much we have, got the redemption seal. So I think what we should be able to do now is go back to this, and I do like the fact this is updating. So that's, Ludimir is probably not a huge help right now, but it's telling us generally to return to the vault. What I think might be worth doing is maybe going with Ludimir again, and seeing what happens with him if we show him what's happening here. For some reason, it's bugging out with what the controller wants, but there we are.
I can sense it. The tree is dying. Hurry, Harbinger.
It might be thought of as a waste of, like, a day, possibly, but there's at least one redemption seal in here, I'm pretty sure. And there's definitely a Pagarian seal, rather, that we haven't unlocked yet. So I think it's a good idea to look at this, and then next time we'll have a look at that vault again.
Ludimir, listen to me. They will cut you down before you reach the gates.
And what do you suggest? Wait for it to be over? Yeah, everything will be tickety-boo.
At least...
Bloody hells! You! Who are you? What did you just... Never mind. 1,000 bee stings. That whore, son. You'll answer for this and more, Indrik.
Are you just gonna stand there, Harbinger? Go after him. Unless you want to send the drunken fool to his death. So the Harbinger enters the fray and is not content to just watch. This will be interesting.
This is where we find out Fjorbor is actually the reason for all this. He wasn't there when everything happened, so when we went back with Ludimir, it's definitely Fjordbor. That's my conspiracy theory here. Pay attention to cracked walls, there may be secrets hidden behind them. I think we've kind of worked that out already. That's general knowledge. But yeah, we're off to help Ludimir. Pretty much do exactly the same as he wanted to do before, I guess.
Indrik! Show your face, you coward! I know what you did!
Now, there seems to be 3 parts of the Omensight from what I can see in the investigation orb, so I'm not sure. Oh, thank you.
Come on!
It's good that you didn't close the gate. But yeah, basically my thought is that, like, it might not even be worth showing Ludimir this, because we might find some updated information about it. But from what I understand, the Omensight is supposed to be the truth, so I'm not necessarily sure what's happening with it. So, these guys are a pain. I do not like them. Heavy attacks is just what I need to spam. There we are. And there's a gold chest. That is the chest I was after. Wasn't there when we came through with Draga. What's this over here? Why is this? No idea. Okay. Maybe we'll have to come through with Draga again, possibly.
When you showed me the vision, did you know about me and Vera? She didn't trust many people, but she trusted me. And I failed her. Is that why you showed it to me?
Oh. At least we can do this now. So that'll be useful for us. Oh. Come on. There we are. Right, that's going to be enough to get the upgraded sword at least, which is good, since that's 6,000. And I just want to quickly pop around again and check there's nothing. There's this seal over here. I don't know about that one yet, like what's up with it. We haven't really seen much to do with it, have we? So I feel like that's going to have to be something that we maybe, with the last character we have, that we have to have a look at. Can we go through here? No, we can't. Not with Ludimir, at least. Yeah, it feels like that's probably going to have to be something we have to go through the last character with. That would make a bit of sense, considering nobody's even as much as mentioned it.
Hurry!
Right, so let's get through here. And is there going to be stuff in this time? Or is this going to already be obtained? Come on. It shouldn't be. No, there we are. So that's a fairly easy amber then. It's like 900, isn't it?
I warned you, Indrik. Keep the pressure on.
Right, let's do that.
What's happened?
That. Take these guys out. Crushing death. Always the funnest type of thing. If anything, we probably want to mainly focus on these guys for the moment, because they will attack, the ciphers will attack the wolves, which is good. But we want to make sure they don't build up too much. And boom, there we are. Oh, that's different. Aha, there's an Imperial seal down here. So we will have a look at that very shortly. Obviously, it's assumed that we have that, because I don't think we can get to this point without obtaining the Imperial seal yet. So, you know. They probably expect us to go this way. Or at least there's something this way. Come on. Oh, just a memory and a thing. Come on. There we are. And we have ourselves a memory. Who is that for? Draga. Draga grips the staff, holding it steady from the opposite end of the plateau. The Imperial trainer faces her and other recruits. On the adjacent landing, Pagarian generals gesture at Draga, no doubt debating her fate. Draga had surprised all Pagaria when she passed every exam was inducted into the army. Thus, her present training exercises was something no Pagarian wanted to miss. The spectators grin, placing bets. How long until Draga fails, getting kicked out and returns to factory life? That very notion spurs her on. The Imperial trainer singles out Draga. Step forward or drop out. There is still time, he prods. Heat rises in Draga and she stuffs the annoyance away with an icy calm. I've got all the time in the world, sir. In true sparring form, the Imperial whirls his weapon up high before launching an assault, jerking it forward towards Draga. The other recruits back away. Draga glides out of the way and returns the strike with one of her own. The Imperial advances again, this time faking a reach outward, then coming in low. The move disorientates Draga, but she recovers quickly. She resharpens her focus and steps through her next two thrusts with a block and a spin. The frenzy with which Draga presses her attacks causes the Imperial to call a timeout. A commotion of voices comment on her spectacle. General Elia motions Draga over. General, Draga performs a military salute. That was good technique. Who taught you? The general asks kindly. Draga blushes. Answer the question, worm, the trainer yells. Draga lowers her head. The dream ends here, you think. You can keep your secret for now, Draga, is it? Draga nods slowly, confused. Send her to my cadet division on the double. General Elia orders the trainer. Then she starts to walk away. I will find your secret, Draga, she adds without looking back. Okay. So she's just generally very well gifted, which is, I guess, good. Very happy for her. Right. I don't know if that's one we've seen before or if that's a new one, because I know obviously there's someone missing out. I'm trying to stop time. Can we get you in here, please? Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to remember if that was one we've seen previously or if that's a new one, because that's going to change the way we have to do this. Because I might have to come through just on a regular without showing Omensight, just to get that other one otherwise. Right, let's get some health quickly. There should be some chests in here. No, that must be a new one, I think, then. Is it? Actually, no, because we came through the back last time, back of this area. So that's why I think it seems unfamiliar, but I feel like I must have seen it at some point when I was having a look. Right. And if I can actually just attack you. There we are. Only doing that because I want to get these amber. Still don't know why it's confusing itself between keyboard and controller a lot. We've actually now got enough for the sword upgrade and the Aegis upgrade, which is good. Ah, see, there's this seal here. That might be one that I was remembering previously. And I don't think we can see the investigation orb from here, so... Either way, it should, as far as I'm aware, update now that we've got that new area. It should say that we found, like, what was in it. Or at least I hope. We still can't get through this. Doesn't look like it. We might have to come through on another character then.
Vera used to tell me, not everything that's said is spoken, you hear. She was like that. Hard to make sense of. Good thing I still got my sense of smell, even if the rest of my senses aren't as sharp.
Yeah, good. I don't know if we want to go through that seal now.
Hope you made peace with your bargain trick.
Spare me the theatrics, Ludimir. Were you here to fight? We would be fighting instead of this tantrum of yours. What do you want?
What I want? I want your head on a pike, I want your soldiers gutted. I want your empire put to the torch. And I want her back. But I can't have her back now, can I? Because you killed her.
I regret torturing you, Ludimir. It's driven you mad. Execution would have been more merciful.
Torture was your first ticket to hell. No, this is about Vera.
The priestess?
There's nothing I can do that will punish you enough for what you've done to her. But I have some ideas. After I break your bones, rip out your feathers, I'll finish with the eyes. But don't worry, I'll leave one, just like you did for me.
Ludimir, hold! I command you to...
We're done talking.
Alright, I want to Omensight him this time.
Matey? Why did you show him that?
You are not of this world. Why did you side with Ludimir of all creatures?
That does it. I've had enough of...
Will you listen? The priestess. Her death was not by my hand.
Ha! One of your torturers, then? If so, her blood is still on your hands.
I am the one who was wronged. Vera broke into the crypt of my ancestors. No one is allowed there. It is sacred to me. Yet this priestess defiled it with her presence.
Vera's stronger than me. Stronger than you. So when she wouldn't break, you killed her.
She would not answer me, it is true. I had her imprisoned, but she escaped with help from an accomplice. I would not make up such a tale. A prisoner, escaping from me? I will not waste any more words about your sister. You could never see the truth, Ludimir, even before I took your eye.
Indrik. This accomplice. Who was it?
The leader of the Redemption mob. That sickly mouse, Ratica. Go to Redentia. Speak to her. Hear it for yourself.
You and me, Indrik. This isn't over.
My words exactly.
Mate, let's find Ratica before I change my mind.
Okay, so this is going down a slightly different path. Everybody's now here. Everybody, and the game's still messing up with my controller. Yeah, everybody is here now. Ratica is now deathless, which is going to be awkward. Ludimir's here, Draga's here. So we might be fighting Draga maybe, or might be fighting both Deathless and Draga. I think if we killed him then, we might have been able to get his soul. I am still assuming that he is the fourth soul we bind to. Other than that, I can't think of much of a change, unless we maybe at this point have to show Deathless the Omensight, which might work, or the Deathless might just say yeah. I'm not sure. Because we know for a fact Ratica was there, because she told us that already, but either way.
To the forest. Smell of oil, metal, Imperial troops. I knew this would happen, and it's all my fault.
Everybody's always blaming themselves. Come on. It's just find what's going on.
Don't let them through!
Well, that's what we call timing. I mean, thanks.
Don't mention it. Say, any word from Ratica?
Should have heard something by now. Hope the boss is all right.
Yeah.
He's getting skeptical. Come on, help me out.
There must be more Imperials. Let's hurry.
Ah, there's a redemption seal here. Let's go unlock this. Another memory. Maybe Ratica this time. Let's just grab those. No, Vera was it this time. So who's the last one? Maybe. Maybe... No, I can't think of actually anybody who it is, unless it is the innkeeper. Maybe. As young Vera surveyed the trees, a strange sound reaches her ear. It is as if whispers are riding the wind. Vera's mother, Urralia, nudges her daughter. Vera, it is our responsibility as temple guards to watch over the sacred grounds. Why are you watching trees? I hear something, mother. What do you hear is rustling. Look. Vera follows her mother's gesture. Before Vera can utter a word, her mother is off, skirting the soil and returning to Vera with a captured prisoner. Urralia addresses her victim, Radika. Radika does not quiver in fear, but instead yells obstinately. What are you doing, snatching me up like that? You are trespassing, Urralia returns. These lands are reserved for the Temple of Yarbog. You know this, Radika. While the little Redentian attempts to make some excuse, Urralia turns to Vera. Return her to where she belongs. Vera returns and departs, a tight grip on the trespassing Redentian. I'm not a criminal, you can let me go, Radika states. Kind of inaccurate, don't you think? Vera counters. The Redentian stays silent, so Vera continues. You have nothing else to say? I'm trying to think of a properly dramatic way to inform you that you're wrong. Virtually impossible. Hang on, we're almost there. As if I had a choice to hang on or not, Radika mumbles. Vera releases the Redentian, and as Radika runs off, she turns and yells, next time, a little warning would be appreciated, even if only a whisper. So they met earlier? Prior to that? That seems before Vera was the Godless-Priestess, it seems. Seems just... she was just a guard. I just killed myself. Well, we're not getting a Deathless thing now. Rightio. Let's, I'm gonna just double get this one to make sure. So we still got the memory, just that. I mean, if I'm gonna die at least once in this video, in this series, I need to die a stupid way. It's my fault for double jumping, pretty much. Idea. Yeah, that just means we're gonna get a little less experience. I think it's like 100 we lose.
As you wish. Charge.
Yeah, as I say, we only lose like 100 experience for that, which isn't gonna matter too much. Right, that guy is taken out of commission. These guys are just bringing up their shields, which makes them a pain.
I'll take the left side.
Didn't actually click that button, so I'm confused about how that just happened, but that's fine.
Come on, let's hurry.
Yeah, it was a little confusing. See, now, my interesting thing here is... Okay, no. I thought that maybe that would, like, make something happen, but apparently not. Can we jump up here? No, we can't. Okay. One can hope. There's a chest down here if I remember. Yep. Oh. And attacking it will do nothing. Come on. There we are. Okie dokie. We've seen all this stuff pretty much before. Not really too much interesting stuff. I'm not going to worry too much about the amber at this point, I don't think. Thanks.
Why don't you do your own smashing?
Because, I can't. I'm not made for that. This one's locked, yeah, because it's the purple one, which we've still got no information about. But this Redemption one is still here. Which also has a memory next to it. Which, I don't know if I mentioned that last time, but... this should allow us to take care of these guys relatively easily. There we are. For the most part, at least. And then we'll just go grab this memory. So, who is that for? The rescue? Yep. Out of breath, Radika finally reaches Yarbog's temple, just in time to witness the death from the last remaining temple guards. From the roof of the temple, they scream and they attempt to dodge the supernatural storm that has been ravaging the heavens, but the landing is too vast, and with a grotesque contortion, they fall to their deaths. Earthquakes tear roots from trees and cut chasms through the earth. One crevice extends so far that its fissure stops just short of Ratica. Ratica lunges into action. There has to be a survivor, she thinks. Fear drums in her mind as she follows the chasm. Her direction is driving her closer to the eye of the storm. Something catches her eye. Is that a body? Ratica pauses, a dozen variables flipping through her mind. She notices a way down, a somewhat safe way to reach the victim, but how long before the next tremor collapses the fissure on her? Ratica takes a chance, descending the steep slope at a run. As she drops beside the body, she notices a familiar in the unconscious face. It's Vera, injured or worse. Moving on impulse, Ratica checks her vitals. She is unconscious but alive. In an eye blink, Ratica evacuates, scaling up the incline, Vera in tow. When she reaches her family, another aftershock violently shakes the ground. Ratica, her father shouts, "Are you crazy going into that storm?" "We've got to help her," Ratica declares. Vera's still in her arms. She's the only one left alive. "Damn it, daughter," her father explains and examines the unconscious owl. "Look at this one, Bulgarian. What am I to do with her? She doesn't belong in a Redemption family." "I know, Dad." Her father crossed her arms. "Well, I'm not taking her to Bulgaria." "I know that too, Dad." So, Vera is saved rather by Ratica, which I guess is why they have kind of a bond and a friendship. Which makes sense. I mean, if someone saves your life, that would be fair. Considering that unless something has happened in between, the last time they met each other was when Vera was throwing her out, pretty much.
Take down the bridge now!
I'm doing it, I'm going. That means the Iron Trex thingy, whatever it was called, can't get in, which is good. Oh, I completely forgot to press B that time. I, for some reason, went for a heavy attack when he was attacking me. Let's not do that. It's a bad idea. Let's get some health, hopefully, from these. There we are.
Over here.
I'll be there in a minute. Calm down. Still on the lookout for more seals. There seems to be a lot of seals that like aren't documented, sort of thing. And there's only a certain story, particular ones that have been brought up, because there's way more than 4 of these purple seals. And I'm pretty sure even the last bit of it is to say that you can now unlock them, so, you know. I want to bring you over here quickly. Nope, okay. I was about to say that I don't like walking across camera angles like that because they're awkward. And that is there, right there is why I don't like doing that. So, again, our only deaths are due to falling off the edge. So, I mean, I'm okay with that. I'm just going to be very, very, very careful about how I do this. He says as he runs, like, stupidly. Right, let's undo that. Another memory for us. So, who's that for? Friendship in strange places. Ludimir stares at the ground below. The dizzying height nauseates him. To admit that he was stuck, suspended in midair on the commuter's rope bridge was too shameful. So he simply stays put, pretending to admire the view. Passerby carrying a heavy load approaches. The bridge wobbles and Ludimir struggles in silence. Suddenly the passerby turns to Ludimir, his face mildly curious. "Are you Bulgarian by chance?" Ludimir snorts loudly. "Never." "I didn't mean to offend, of course. I'm Fjorbir, by the way." "I'm Ludimir. I guess you're not Bulgarian either, so why are you heading there?" "A new calling, a new life." "That's not something you hear often in Urralia. The future is unpredictable. You never know what you'll begin to hear." "Fair enough. Well, good luck to you." "Thanks. Where are you heading?" Ludimir chuckles. "Nowhere right now." "I got quite a load here, Fjorbir. Begins, if you wouldn't mind helping me steady this rig, I'd be much obliged." Ludimir thinks a moment, eyeing the length of the heavy-duty pole jutting out of Fjorbir's pack. That pole be a saving grace Ludimir needs to get off this wobbly, rickety menace. "Alright," Ludimir agrees. "I've got some free time." Splendid. If you don't mind, let's get going. These flimsy rope bridges put me on edge, you know what I mean? Ludimir smokes. Not at all. So that's how we met the barkeeper. Fair enough. Let's not die coming down here, though. There we are. I don't want a third death. I need to actually... If I didn't catch on to that, that would have been really bad. And another one, yeah. So there's definitely unimportant-ish ones, which mainly go to memories, it seems. So we might have to do a few run-throughs of just random memories in different ways, just to get all these seals unlocked when we've got all the ability to. Just so we have every memory and we can kind of 100% what we can, because I think there's got to be multiple endings, considering the way some of these things happen. So, or at least, even if there isn't, I want the chance. Yeah, even if there isn't a, if anything, we might be able to just like run past these guys. No, we can't. Okay, we need to freeze time and just do what we can whilst time is frozen, because I am worried about how this is going. Oh, it's just going to stop in front of us. Oh, I need to get out of the way for that. Wait, what? Did we just fail that? Okay, fine. Alright, I'm gonna freeze time. We just need to get through these guys as quickly as possible then. If we can, this is where Ratica would be very, very useful, but unfortunately Ratica is currently deathless.
It's you or me. Well, let's climb this perfectly solid-looking piece of Rodensian engineering.
Good way to put it. Let's roll over.
What's with emperors and their obsession with big toys?
Yeah, so we need to just get these guys taken care of as quickly as we can.
No dogs allowed on this bridge.
Come on. It can't... I assume we have to get over this thing before it gets here, so... Luckily, perfect hits seem to do a very good job of slowing down time. So we need to get over here, and I guess...
Detonator. The honor is yours, mate.
Yeah, do that. And Draga's probably in that, to be fair.
Hey, Imperials! Did your Eagle Masters teach you how to fly?
Anything around here? Nope.
Back in the dead, but it sure felt good to wreck that big toy.
Definitely did.
Move, door!
I'm glad the door listened to you.
Vera's buried here. As Indrik said, my adopted sister, but sister all the same. After I avenge her, I'll come back here and pay my respects. You're welcome to come with me.
Wait, so she's buried here, right? So that's probably a key bit of information that we need. We just need to know where her soul is now. We also need to find out how Indrik apparently didn't kill her. Yeah, our Omensight says he did.
Where's your boss?
Busy.
I have to talk to her. Now!
You can wait.
She'll see us now, or I'll smash this precious crystal of yours.
You wouldn't dare. You'd have to be an idiot. He is an idiot! Get them!
Ratica? Bloody hell. What happened to you? You sure that weird magic of yours is healthy? Anyway, is it true? Did you help Vera escape? Do you know who killed her?
You are weak, confused, and blind. Answers will not appease your mind.
Ratica, I'm not in the mood. Indrik said Vera was with you. Enough with the rhymes. Talk!
Destroy the Omensight. The price. Death.
Ratica!
And now we've got to go with the Deathless again. It should be interesting. The Deathless was a... Yeah, the Deathless was a relatively easy boss, from what I remember. Now the Ambersight is gone, I don't know what's gonna... Whoa, 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 whoa. I need to get out of there. I need that food.
Nonsense. Will you talk to me now? I just want the truth.
The truth. It will break your soul.
Trust me, I doubt it can get any more broken than this.
The truth, then. When I was entity Radica, I freed the priestess. You fled. Indra did not lie.
And where did you go?
The vault.
The vault? Can't you be more specific? What vault? Where? Bloody hell! What now?
Alright, a bit more information. Vera is Ludomir's adopted sister. Ludomir plans to visit Vera's grave once he has avenged her death. Vera is buried in Redentia. Access to her grave is locked by a powerful seal. That's the first time that seal has been brought up then. Radica helped Vera escape from the Imperial captivity. Then, after escaping, Vera and Radica went to a vault. Funnily enough, we know a vault with a redemption symbol on it. So we're only going to get like 250 for this because we obviously died. Which sucks. At least it wasn't a death in battle. It's more just us being a bit dumb. Also, technically we died, I guess, from the not being fast enough on the thing, so either way. Anyway.
The vault the Deathless spoke of. It may be the same vault you visited with Draga. There is a path left to investigate, the one blocked by a Rodentian seal, and since you have the key to that seal...
Yep, it would make sense we go back with Draga back to that seal. So we'll just quickly go through all the investigation stuff. Nothing really has changed from when we just saw it a second ago. We do have enough to level up though. Let's see what we get this time. Lethal Flurry. Instantly kill multiple enemies nearby. Hold and release right mouse button. Or is it going to tell me what... Why? Hold and release Y. For 3 pits. Cool. And we have 4 total. Other than that, we have 15,000. So we can buy Blade. We can also buy the second Blade. Always start an encounter at energy level 1. That might be a better choice than that. And then I'm going to go Ludomir's thingy. We just need a lot of stuff here. But I like the idea of having a really cool looking sword first off, but it looks like coming back in here, we have like, now that we've got to a certain level with like level 5 with our sword, it's given us some extra stuff, like specifically fast attack, heavy attack, final combo, and energy amount gained on our third attack. So I think it'll be a good idea to go for that next, and then the Aegis. Hopefully we can get to 8,000 relatively easily. But that's going to be it for now. We will go back with Draga, back to that redemption seal in the next episode then. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.